Hi, welcome to day 4 of getting off to a great start with Premier Designs. So today I want to talk about following up, staying connected, building relationships, and learning how to keep it personal. First, I want you to think about who you need to follow up with. You need to first follow up with all these people that you have started inviting to your training show. So say that you've sent out your invitation I made you, or your Premier Mom made you for your training show. That person hasn't responded yet. What you're going to do is you're going to get your phone and you are going to send them a personal text, and you're going to say something like, "Hey Becky, I just wanted to check in with you and see if you're going to be able to make it to my kickoff show or not. I really hope you can make it. We're going to have so much fun together and I cannot wait to see you." And then say something like, "P.S. if you aren't able to make it, don't worry, that's okay. I completely understand. But I want you to know that you can still be involved. If you would like to take a peek at my catalog, go to mine's CarissaDuke.mypremierdesigns.com. If you don't have your own personal webpage set up where you can share your catalog online, then we need to do that. And that way you can share that catalog with them and collect those personal orders before your training show. If they still don't reply, then you're just going to leave it alone after that until after your training show. After your training show's over, then you can text them again or call them, and you can say, "Hey, I missed you so much at my kickoff show. I'm so sorry you weren't able to make it. If you would like to come to my practice show on such and such date within 72 hours of your kickoff show, then here is an invite for that. If you're not able to make it to that show, well, hey, guess what? I'll be having my personal show in March or April, whenever you set that date the following month." So follow up with people. Follow up with the people you're inviting to your training show. Also follow up with all those people that you've asked to host a show for you. Also, we need to follow up with, once you have done your kickoff show and you're having your own shows where a hostess is inviting her friends and family over for you, then you are going to make sure you stay in close contact with that hostess from the moment you book her show until after her show is held, and forever after that. You want to keep it personal with her. You want to continue following up with her. So say the day after she books her show at that party, you're going to call her and you're going to say, or text her. I text all the time. That's okay. People love texting because it's convenient. You're going to text her and say, "Hey, Polly, thank you so much for coming last night. It was such a pleasure to meet you. And thank you for booking or scheduling a party with me. We are going to have so much fun together. I am so excited to get to spoil you with tons of free jewelry. I can't wait." Okay, so that's the first text you'll send her. Then you're going to go ahead, if her party is more than a month out, then you're going to create a save the date for her immediately, right after she books that show. So create the save the date saying that the party she's going to be having is on such and such date, more details to come. Then about 3 weeks or so, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before her party, you're going to create an invitation for her to send out to all her guests. That way, she is staying excited. She is inviting people, letting them know what's going on, just like you're doing right now with your kickoff show. And you are going to teach her also how to follow up. So you want to teach her what you're learning right now, to follow up with everyone she's inviting, to keep reminding them about her party, to make sure that she's collecting her pre-orders and following up with the people who can't make it, and that sort of thing. Now, we also want to follow up with all of our customers after our shows. So after your kickoff show, you want to follow up with everyone who comes. You want to text them in a very personal way and say, hey, thank you so much for coming to my kickoff show. You are a huge part of my business launching, and I am so thankful for you. Thank you for supporting me and my business. I am so grateful for that. Send them something like that, letting them know that you are thankful for them coming to that kickoff show. If they placed an order, mention it. Say thank you so much for your order. If they booked a party with you, say, and thank you so much for scheduling a party with me. This is going to be one of my first parties I ever have done, so it's helping me to get off to a great start, and I'm so grateful to you. So follow up with customers after your kickoff show. Also, follow up with all of your guests that you meet in the future from your future jewelry shows. After every single show that I do, I will then text all of the guests at that show, usually by the next day or within 2 days. You want to text them within 2 days. So that way all that sparkle from the jewelry show doesn't fall off, okay? We want to keep that sparkle and excitement on them, and we don't want to lose that touch. So within 2 days, follow up with all of your guests. Hey, thank you so much for coming to such and such's party. It was such a pleasure to meet you. I'm so glad you got to come. Thank you for your order. You are going to love that willow necklace. And I am just so excited to get to serve you in any way I can. Thank you so much for letting me be your jewelry lady. It's such an honor. And if you ever need anything at all, let me know. If they book a party, say something like, and I can't wait to spoil you with free jewelry. We're going to have so much fun, okay? Now, we also want to follow up with prospects. If there's someone who, on their guest survey at your show, they circle a 3 or above, or a 2 or above. If they circle anything above a 1, they are a little bit interested. So you want to follow up with them and recognize their interest, or else you could lose that opportunity, and we don't want to lose that opportunity. So keep it personal and follow up. Meet that person for coffee and go over more. If you don't feel like you know enough about Premier yet to be able to share it, that's why you have me. So I'm here to help you. So just call me, and I would love to help you share the opportunity with a new prospect. But the important thing is that you're following up and keeping it personal and keeping your promises. If you tell someone, hey, I'll call you tomorrow and we'll schedule a date for that show, or hey, I'll call you tomorrow and we'll talk more about Premier, it could really bless your life. Make sure you call them or you'll lose that opportunity. Now, lifestyling. When you're out and about at the grocery store and someone comments on your jewelry, girl, run with it. Say, oh, have you ever heard of Premier Designs jewelry before? I actually rep that line of jewelry, and I could get this for you for free. I would love to get this for you for free. Hey, give me your number real quick. I'll send you a quick text, and I'll tell you how you can get this free on me. Something like that, okay? And then you're going to get their information from them, not just give them your business card, because a lot of the times if you just give them yours, you won't hear from them. But if you get theirs, you then have the opportunity to follow up, okay? Follow up and follow through. I want you now to create a virtual business card. I did this so that every time I meet someone new at Starbucks or the grocery store or the bank or wherever I'm at Walmart, wherever, if they compliment me on my jewelry, or if I just start this conversation with someone, I'm going to say, hey, can I have your number? I'll send you my virtual business card. So that way you don't have extra cards in your wallet. And they will give me their number, so I now have their contact information so I can follow up with them. And then I send them this cute virtual business card. And then after you've sent them that cute little virtual business card, they have your information and you have theirs. And then you can work on building a show with them, work on setting reminders in your phone, putting everything down on your calendar so you don't forget to follow up. Okay? I want you to stay connected. I want you to keep it personal. In Joan Horner's book, Joan Horner is the co-founder of Premier, the wife of Andy Horner, who founded Premier in 1985. She was amazing. And she wrote this book called Gems from Joan. And she says, in this book, she says, keeping it personal. My own slogan is one I have held since we began Premier. Keep it personal. That doesn't just happen though, right? We must work at keeping it personal. We must work at keeping that personal touch in our relationships. There are many ways to keep it personal. Here's just a few. Personal contact. We need to enjoy each other's company face to face. We need to spend time together. Personal phone calls. Texts are great and convenient, but there's nothing like hearing a person's voice on the phone and knowing that you are worth their time. Personal handwritten words. We have lost the touch of writing handwritten notes anymore. So get back to it. Those little cards that you got in your Sparkle box from Premier that say thank you or just thinking of you, send those out to hostesses, customers, guests that come to your training show, prospects. Hey, I'm just thinking about you, so thankful for you. Something. Keep it personal. You are special and worth my time and effort is what we want people to see. We don't want them to think that they're just another dollar sign. We want them to know that they mean the world to us and that we think that they are valuable. So again, Joan says, I am convinced that the difference in Premier and other companies of similar size is that we have a purpose of enriching lives and serving others. What could be more personal than that? So keep it personal. Okay, here is your goal. Here is your challenge. I want you to make 5 connections every single day. 5 connections every day in your business, whether it's to hostesses, customers, guests, prospects, people who you have in your family who you want to have a show. 5 people a day. You will be amazingly successful in your business if you reach out to at least 5 people a day. Success is found in the little boring tasks of everyday life. If you do one thing every single day and you are consistent with that, consistent with following up with 5 people a day, you will be wildly successful. Follow up with 5 people today or more. All right, follow up. Keep it personal. Be back here tomorrow for day 5 of getting off to a great start.